Last weekend, we went to a technology festival in Melbourne, arranged by someone who I work with. It was called Future Assembly, and I thought it was awesome. But that's obvious because I like computers and I like playing with technology, whatever it is. So I'm more interested to hear what Rachel thought of it.
Right. Well, yeah, I enjoyed it. Probably not to the same extent as you did. It was interesting. Went to a couple of talks, of which I completely disagreed with what one guy was saying throughout all of it.
By the time of the singularity, there will be no distinction between humans and technology. Not so much because humans will have become as what we think of machines today, but because machines will have evolved to be like humans and beyond.
Only one part that you disagreed with.
Well, no, he was talking about AI and, yeah, the speed at which we'll get there, and how he thought that it would be by like 2040 that we'd have robots that are, what was it? Not super intelligence, but the one below that.
Yeah. You talked about there being like different stages, and you talked about there being like an exponential curve of growth that you thought by, maybe I misunderstood, you thought that by 2040 or 2050 we would have reached the point where we're kind of in a place in this exponential growth that technology will just blow up from there, like the AI technology. And he was talking about you can make computers are dumb, and therefore they only become like super amazing at doing stuff when we can produce a buttload of power. So I think that was part of it as well. Like there's a couple of different ways in which we're going to possibly achieve AI, and the one that's most likely is just having a buttload of processing power so that a computer can just try every single option really quickly. But the bit you disagreed with most was the idea that most articles on the internet currently are written by computers. That's not the
most bit I disagreed with.
Well, okay.
I disagreed with him saying that robots will ever be able to be as good as humans at most things, because robots will never be able to program emotion, because emotion is inherently a random thing that cannot be programmed.
Yeah.
Because...
But it must be based on something.
It might be based on something, doesn't mean random things don't happen.
No, I know, but random isn't a real thing.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so you're going to be able to program a robot that might one day wake up feeling really shit just because you have no reason for feeling
crap, but that's based on
sometimes you do.
That's for humans based on chemical imbalances.
Which you cannot program in a robot. So they will never be as similar to humans as that.
Okay,
They'll never be able to actually use emotion.
This is a discussion I feel we could have for hours. But Future Assembly was really cool. One of the things we played with a lot was there was lots of VR everywhere. Like you had to go, there was a VR drone racing thing that you had to go.
That was terrible on it.
Should have taken international diplomacy, and then we explain what each of those things mean, so that you understand when you cast your vote and when you have a say on this issue.
It's hard though, isn't it?
It was really hard.
I don't know, I got kind of motion sickness from it.
Yeah, a wee bit.
Yeah, because I've done the VR stuff before, but I've never felt sick. But maybe it's because it was the fact that we were flying around and also being able to look around, and it was like sat still and flying around in your eyes. I think that's what made me feel sick. And we also spent ages playing with little BB-8 toys.
Yeah, they just like roll around. You like move your arm and like it moves. It was really cool. Really cool. I want one.
Yeah, I want one too. Do you think, would you go back next year?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because it's quite a new festival. I think this is only the second year that it was done, and it was awesome, so it's only going to get bigger. Yeah, it was really awesome. I would highly recommend it.